Yo. Yo, it's your boy Casual Real with the Silent A podcast, man. We're back with another one. All right. Want to apologize to everybody that was on the live stream earlier. Apparently, the mic was not working for majority of the fight. We apologize. With that said, we're just going to do a quick recap of everything that did happen in that fight and then let you guys go. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We have over 1,900 views tonight. Again, this is a quick recap. Again, we apologize for the audio not working. Thank you for my boy Mike Martinez for bringing that to our attention. That the audio had went off. So, hey, again, it is what it is when you go live. Again, what we're telling you guys, we are on the road. We're traveling. Again, I guess that's what happened. Moving around, got some cords twisted. The mic was not working earlier while I was at live during the fight. With that said, again, appreciate everybody coming out. We had over 1,900 views. Again, thank you to Casual taking over. Keep supporting us. Keep hitting that like button. Keep subscribing. We're going to keep going. Again, we're on the road doing this thing as a hobby. And it's what we do. Again, since the mic was off, do a quick recap. Jared Big Baby Anderson did win his fight. He overpowered your boy, Jerry Forrest, in that fight. Wore him out. Beat him in the second round. It was clear that no one thought that fight was going to go that early. They thought Jerry Forrest was definitely going to challenge Jared a little bit more, keep it going and move around and stay away from that power. But unfortunately, he did get caught in that, really got caught in the first round, overpowered, overwhelmed, as Jared Anderson threw over 100 and something punches in that round. That's a lot for a heavyweight. Again, this is a quick recap. He did push him, got him on the ropes, got him in the corner as well. As he did that, the ref stepped in the second round and cleared the fight. Now, we were on a long pause for you. Again, we apologize for those who did not get to hear all the commentary as the mic was down. And thank you again for my boy Mike for bringing that out. Moving on, Teofimo Lopez versus Sandor Martin did take a little bit of while to come on. Yes, we were watching the fight via ESPN Plus. And again, like we said, a little bit long to come on. But with that said, your boy Teofimo Lopez got dropped in the second round. Going in too hard, too fast, too much energy. He did not, in our opinion, that should have been called a slippage, but you only get one of those. And he actually got dropped twice in this fight. Both were true slippages, but hey, he got touched on both, and the ref ain't gonna call slips on all the time, right? So your boy Teofimo Lopez did get caught in that fight in the second round, which almost cost him the fight, really, because when it came down to it at the end of the day, it was too close. It was a split decision for your boy Teofimo Lopez. Again, we really apologize that you did not get to hear the commentary that we did have on that, as the mic did go out. But again, it was close, real close. And some people are already calling it robbery. We're looking in our other chats right now. Some people are already calling this a robbery where they believe Sandor Martin did win. Our opinion, Teofimo Lopez did win by a round or two, and it should have never been that close. And what we said on the last fight chat that we had to end because the mic audio did go out, Teofimo Lopez is food. I like Teofimo Lopez. It's going to sound like we're hating and we're going in on him. No, I like Teofimo Lopez. I'm a fan of him. I like everything he does. I like the challenges that he did against Lomachenko, the Matrix, and took him on early in his career. That's something that Tank still hasn't done, and Devin is trying to do now. But at the same time, I think he is food and easy work. And those who don't know what food is just what I just said. He's easy work, something on the plate, something that I see, something that I want to eat, something I want to get past. He's easy work for the likes of Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis is a name that isn't brought up enough, and he's a natural 140-pounder with good power. Regis Prograis or Devin Haney or Tank, particularly particularly Gervonta the Tank Davis or Regis Prograis will knock him out, and I mean early. Regis Prograis will probably stop him in the mid rounds, and Tank will probably stop him later, about rounds 9 through 10, maybe 11, as he gathers that data, because Tank does fight a little slower in the early rounds. With that said, they both have good power, and the way that the way that Teo fights is perfect for them. He lunges in, he doesn't set up shots, he doesn't throw any goddamn combos all night. And again, I wish I could have heard me tonight, man. He threw no goddamn combos at all, hardly. He was doing some good work in the middle rounds, going to the middle, hitting the body, wearing that body out as Sandor Martin was moving around and slowing him down, and Sandor was clearly feeling his power. But Teo went away from it, man. He's food. He's easy work. The way he was doing, he needs to change his game up, man. These boys will stop him. Then when you get to that tougher competition and them top contenders who are hungry and hasn't had 40 fights like Sandor has, these boys will stop him, because Sandor was catching with some clean counters, and that counter game is all Gervonta the Tank Davis. Gervonta the Tank Davis is a counter puncher. Gervonta Davis is going to beat this boy Garcia, the first Garcia, in January the 7th. He's going to beat the hell out of Ryan Garcia, and I tell him to go move up and wait and just go ahead and take Teo out. Finish him. If he wants to build himself a legacy, go ahead and get that work in. I would say go with Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis would definitely get it going, get them hands going. He will stop him in the mid-rounds. He's liking for the picking right now if he doesn't change his game. Teofimo has the ability to be one of the best fighters, but if he doesn't change his game, he's food. And that's all I said on the last podcast. If you didn't get to hear it, he's food, man. With that said, congrats to him. He got out. He fought it to the end and made it. But right now, he's looking real suspect. And that's really all I got to say on it, man. It was a decent fight, good scrap. We watched it. We might try to catch this Terrence Crawford fight if it isn't over yet. It's already 11:46 Central Time, so I haven't even checked the status on that. If one of you know, just go ahead and drop it in the chat and let us know if the Terrence Crawford fight is already over. We might go ahead and jump to that. But with that said, Terrence Crawford, I believe, is still ducking Errol Spence. Errol Spence going to put that work on him and get him right, get him tight. I think he stopped Terrence Crawford late. Just due to durability and longevity and the power. Terrence Crawford will, I think, outbox Errol Spence, but that power from Spence will eventually wear him out. The good fundamentals from Spence and the dedication and discipline from Spence is what's going to win him the fight. Anyway, that's for another video. But with that said, speaking of videos, thank everybody who's been tuning in to our first looks. We already got the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia first look, already over 10,000 views. Thank you guys. Keep tuning in. If you haven't looked at it yet, go look at it. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia first look, Silent 8 podcast, your boy Casual Real, 10,000 views, as well as the first look of Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, taking on Andy Ruiz, expected Cinco de Mayo. We also got the Caleb Plant versus the David Benavidez first look coming up. We've got the Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, and as well as what we called tonight. Again, we apologize for the mic being down. Jared Big Baby Anderson taking on Daniel Dubois next year, 2023. We're calling it now. It was already set up for tonight. He called him out, and it makes sense. They're both top prospects who are ready to make that contender move. The fight should be in the UK. It will be big. Who's going to be the one to move up to the contender ranks? We're calling it now. We're calling you, our casual fans, to actually push for that, to have Jared Big Baby Anderson take on Daniel Dubois. We need to call that now in the UK. We will travel for that, as we already got plans to go see here, Silent 8 Podcast, to go see Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia next year. We will go see Deontay versus Andy Ruiz. We're planning to go see Jermell Charlo take on Tim Tszyu in Las Vegas late January. So that's the goal of our podcast here, man. We're casual fans. We want to bring you live fights, not just the live chats that we're doing tonight. We want to actually be at the fight and call it. So we got those three on the books right now that we're looking at. And ain't nothing better. Go ahead and get that Daniel Dubois versus Big Baby Anderson. We will go to the UK for that. But with that said, it's your boy Casual Real Sign A podcast, man. Thank you for tuning in. We already had about 2,000 views on the last one until the mic went out. Again, we apologize. But with that said, hit that like button, subscribe as we keep growing, man. Just hit that like button. Lets us know we keep going, keep going, man. The Casuals are taking over as we try to build this game of boxing. And we keep growing. Like we said, we're looking for the Terrence Crawford results right now, if it hasn't even came through. If it hasn't, we're going to jump over to that fight. Again, if you're just tuning in, Teofimo Lopez did win barely against Sandor Martin. We did put money on Sandor just on the back end because we knew he was a good fighter. He could outbox Teofimo, but our heart wanted Teofimo to win because he's better for the game of boxing, as we've already said. Terrence Crawford. Oh, here we go. It's already over. Yeah, and at the same time. So it looks like Terrence Crawford did get him another knockout. He's on his knockout streak. Keep going. I think that's number 9 for him as he knocked out David Avanesyan in the 6th round. Spectacular knockout. We need to go ahead and do that live view of that. Let's see what the Zone got to say about that. Not even the Zone. That was is that BOK Prime? What the hell is BOK Prime while we at it? How they just hop in this and put 10 million on the fighter? I bet nobody watched that damn fight. I bet nobody watched. Who watched the damn Terrence Crawford versus Avanesyan fight and actually paid for it? I bet nobody did. Because unfortunately for him, tonight was actually some good top rank. Had a better card tonight. Definitely. And then, of course, Pacquiao had his thing going on tonight. Let's see what happened here. Oh, shoot. Let's see if we got it. Hold on. Now, y'all think he's going to take him on? If you're tuning in, we're trying to see how Terrence Crawford finished off Avanesyan. Apparently, he knocked him out in the 6th round. Okay. Let's see. He still ain't ready for Spence, so Spence got too much dedication. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was like the middle rounds. That ain't the damn knockout. I hate when people do that. Good rounds, though, right there as he kept him going. Let's see if we can get the knockout highlight for you guys real quick for Terrence Crawford. That was not on the books. Again, this whole thing was not on the books as we are on the road. Again, as you can see, we are definitely traveling as we are in a little hotel. Thank you guys for tuning in as we are traveling on the road. But we had nothing to do tonight while we were traveling, and we said, hell, let's watch the Teofimo fight tonight. As we did, again, the mic went out. We apologize. But as we keep hitting that like button, we will keep growing and keep things going as we get to the events live themselves and bring you the actual live action behind the scenes. As you said, we already got 3 events that we're looking at for next year to go live to. Hopefully one is in the UK. I think we all should push it. Daniel Dubois versus Jared Big Baby Anderson in the UK. I think that's the big fight, US versus UK. We need to push that. Push it. That's a good fight. Real good fight. What we're doing right now, I'm trying to find you the highlight. We already know that Terrence Crawford already knocked out Avanesyan in the 6th round. I'm just trying to get you the highlight. And let's see if we can get a reaction on that. Let's see what this is.
Instead of jumping on the bike.
Yeah, everybody talking about the TO fight right now. Ain't nobody talking about the Crawford. Trying to get the little highlight for you, but anyways, Terrence Crawford knocked out Avanesyan as expected. I was trying to get the highlights so we can pull that up. But anyways, man, Tio versus Sandor Martin it was a good fight. It showed us what we need to know. If you didn't hear already, I'm already telling you, he's food for Devin Haney, food for Gervonta Tank Davis, and food for Regis Prograis, who I think is somebody, again, we do not talk enough about in this boxing community about Regis Prograis, especially as Cavs fans. Regis is a good fighter. The Rougarou from New Orleans, who now lives in Houston. The Rougarou in that division, 140 pounds, man, will eat Teofimo Lopez alive, and I'll put a bag on it. Now, I say a bag, I'm talking about a stack over. He beats the shit out of Teofimo Lopez, i.e., stop him. And if you want to counter that, hey, put it up with me, and we can go with it. You can bet on any website I bet on with you, and I'm telling you, the Rougarou is nothing to be played with in that 140-pound division, as he just won recently, got his strap back. So he's been overlooked. And he's got good pop, good power. That's his natural division. And Teofimo Lopez, man, tonight he was kept lunging, no combos. He had good spurts in the middle of the fight. And those who tuned in earlier heard me, man. I was really frustrated because I like Tio. He was not doubling the jab enough. He was not going to the body enough. He was not following up when he actually got the kid hurt. I say kid, he's a grown ass man in Sandor Martin, but he was not following up when he got Sandor hurt. He was too anxious to get the knockout, and I think he paid attention too much to the arena, and he was on big time TV with ESPN Plus, which is an app in this case, but ESPN Plus is popping now. The zone on its way down if you ain't been catching. ESPN's been popping these last few weeks, and I think he just wanted to do too much. He let it get to him. He wasn't putting in the work, investing, and letting his work show naturally. And with that said, if he fights the way he fought tonight, he is food. And it'll be a great, hell of a fight. It'll be a hell of a pay-per-view fight against him, either Regis Prograis or Gervonta the Tank Davis, and he would get knocked out. But his next fight obviously will probably be Devin the Dream Haney, as they are on the same promoter with Bob Arum in Top Rank under the ESPN flag, which, if that's the case, Devin Dream Haney will definitely beat him. Unanimous decision, and only give him 2 or 3 rounds, and that's if I'm being generous. If he fights the way he fought tonight. The way he fought tonight was trash. Trash. And there was booze at the ring. People feel it was already a robbery. They're already writing about him, seeing articles pop up that they thought Sandor Martin won. We didn't think he won. We thought T.O. did pull it out barely and did not show the best version of himself. So if you missed it, yes, T.O. did his normal T.O. thing, low volume, high energy on his shots and punches, trying to show out and be entertaining, but he did not set it up how he needs to. And with that said, he made himself real appetizing, so appetizing to the point that Devin Haney tweeted in the middle of the fight that this boy ass is grass. Go look it up, pull it up. That boy ass is grass in the middle of the fight. Before the fight was over, boy ass grass. And he actually said something else. Because the boy ass is grass if he gets in there with these guys. These guys are true, dedicated fighters. Devin Dream Haney doesn't show up half-ass at all. He comes in and gives it all. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely my boy Santos 100. Like, these boys are serious, man. Like, you got to come in there and not be playing. I like T.O. But it seemed like tonight he slept on Sandor or something, or he was just trying to show out. And you got to be a dog, man, when it comes to this fighting shit. Like, this game is real. These boys show, and I love these new fighters, bro. I love these new fighters or how they are. Like, they are dogs. They would get in there and fight it. Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Dream Haney, Regis Prograis. I mean, T.O. is a dog, too. He went in there and got it in with Lomachenko, who was an old dog himself in this lightweight division. And you just got to be able to bring it on any night, no matter what level it is and who you think is in that ring. Because tonight he could have easily lost to Sandor Martin. That would have been his second loss. And it would have been it for Tio. He needs to take this home tonight and really look at himself for where he wants to be in the lighter divisions, i.e., the lightweight and the junior welterweight divisions. What does he want to be? Do you want to be that guy? Do you want to be a legend? Do you want to be a true champion? Do you want to be remembered? Or do you just want to be that guy remembered because he had potential? And that's where Teofimo Lopez is living at right now. He's living in potential land. And he needs to get it right, get it tight, man. And again, I'm going hard because I like him. I think he's a really good fighter. He's good for the sport of boxing. But right now, again, he is food for Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, or Regis Prograis. And I think the first fight would happen between him and Devin Dream Haney because they're on the same promoter. But I'd love to see him and Regis get it on and see who really gets it. He can beat him. Obviously, he's got the power, he's got the style, he's got the physique, he's got the boxing IQ, but not the way he fought tonight. And I'm keeping 1,000. So, with that said, again, man, it's your boy Casual Real with Sound Like Podcast. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. We apologize for the mic going out earlier again. Again, we on the road, as you can tell, hotelly, as we moving about, but we definitely stopped in. We love this thing, and we stopped in real quick. With that said, I heard Terrence Crawford knocked out Avanesyan. He's ducking Errol Spence. I still say it. I think he still is. I think he'll fight Errol Spence. But I think he's holding out so he can get that paycheck the way he wants the paycheck to look. Because he knows that type of fight that he's going to be in with Errol Spence is like a career-ending type fight. Meaning it's very physical. He can win for sure. I mean, Terrence is a great fighter, top of the top. I don't think he's a Hall of Fame fighter yet, in my personal opinion, because he hasn't beat the names. Again, personal opinion, that needs to be up there for the Hall of Famer in his division during his timeline. Errol is closer than he is because he has fought the names in that welterweight division, even though Terrence did undispute at the junior welterweight division. It was against low competition, right? But what he is doing in the welterweight division, getting these straight knockout streaks, is impressive. Again, against lower class competitors compared to what Errol has done. And Errol came off a true accident that many of us, I know my ass, was an accident like he was. If I was, I'll be out the game. You know, I'm not sure I could come back the way he did. You know, that's life-changing shit that he went through. On top of he's already been fighting at the top competitive level, and that's life-changing shit. BS4L, Teofimo Lopez won by barely unanimous decision, man. I'm sorry, not unanimous. Split decision, even worse. Teofimo Lopez won by split decision against Sandor Martin. It was very close. He won by a round, and people calling a robbery. Here we had it for Teofimo. We thought he won by 2 rounds. If you want to get technically like all the way down, he won by 2 rounds. He did get knocked down in the second round, and that's what really got Sandor up there. Teofimo was doing a lot of lunging, not a lot of combos, not a lot of work. He did go to the body, into the midsection in the middle of the rounds. No pun. And then he gave up on that and he kept lunging. Like we said earlier, he's food for these other top contenders in Devin Haney, Regis Prograis, or Gervonta Tank Davis. And he keeps messing around. Your boy, damn, I forget his name already. But young boy that just came up. and lightweight from 130 135. Shakur. He might mess around and get beat by Shakur. But anyways, yeah, he won. Teofimo won barely. And Jared Big Baby Anderson won his fight by KO, by the way. And Terrence Crawford won by knockout 6th round. So with that said, we're pushing for Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence next. It's got to happen. Errol already dropped his shirt. Errol ain't had a fight. He only had one fight this year. He beat the hell out of Buddy. They might as well get it going next. Errol doesn't need a tune-up. He always says he doesn't need tune-ups. This is it. And we already put a video out when we know the fight's going to happen because they know the money wasn't at the end of the year. The fight's going to happen Juneteenth. Watch it. Juneteenth, 2023, this summer, or this coming summer. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. This fight right here was to get Terrence Crawford a little bit of money, give him a little guarantee money. He's comfortable. Now he can take that risk of going into pay-per-view with Errol Spence this summer. I'd love to see that fight. If it happens, we in there. We already got 3 fights to set up for. We'll go for the 4th fight. Y'all keep hitting that like button, hit subscribe. We'll go to the fights and actually bring you a live video from the backstage while we're back there and then while we're at the fight as well. See you from the ringside. But yeah, Terrence won, got him knockout. Teofimo won, split decision. Jared Big Baby Anderson won, knockout. Frank Martin won by unanimous decision. And I did not check on the Pacquiao exhibition and really didn't give a damn. Wasting my money going to the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight live in Vegas. That was a lot of money. And, we all know what happened. Mayweather put that work on. But with that said, man, the lightweight divisions, how they're moving, how they're going, Teofimo Lopez has definitely got to do a lot better, a lot more work, and not get overhyped by the situation of where he's at, by the TV, by the videos and all that. Okay. He's got to calm down and actually put in work, put in more volume, and not take as many risks jumping in, because guys that are counter punchers like Gervonta the Tank Davis, and again, guys, I'm looking this way because my mic's over here. We're on the road again, traveling via hotel right now. But Tank Davis and Regis Prograis, hella counter punchers, they'll put him down, put him out. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's all we really got to say on it, man. It's I really want to reiterate Jared Big Baby Anderson versus Daniel Dubois, as Daniel Dubois was called out tonight by Jared Anderson. The fight should happen in the UK, and if it does, I will be traveling to go see that fight. I'm going to push for that fight. I'm definitely going to send a couple emails for that fight to happen. And you heard it here first, that we're the first ones help pushing. We're going to push for that fight here on Silent A Podcast, your boy Cash Rowe. We're going to push for that. But again, hit that like button. Subscribe, man. Help us keep growing. The casuals taking over, man. We're trying to make this a hobby, trying to make it fun. And as we grow in 2023, like I said, we're going to the live events. We already got them lined up. We got them scheduled. The only way we can do this is by you guys' support, and keep hitting that like button, keep subscribing. Again, this was an impromptu live as we are on the road traveling right now, in and out. If you haven't seen it, go look at our first look with Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, already 10,000 views. And again, we got Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder versus Andy Ruiz, 2023 lockdown for the WBC Eliminator. We got that first look out as well, about 8,000 views. We really appreciate everybody for supporting. We had 2,000 views on the live tonight. Keep pushing, man. Here we are. We're just having fun, man. We're going to keep going. We're going from the ground up. Again, it's all fun, man. Like I said, we're on the road traveling for something totally different right now. And I said, fuck it, let's do it. Pop in, pop out. With that said, Teofimo Lopez, yes, he won, but he looked weak. He looked suspect. I see how Kimbo's won. At the same time, I also see how he beat Teofimo Lopez. How he beat Lomachenko. He is an enigma in this division. I think he's a fighter who fights to the level of the competition, which would be the making or the end of him. And that's pretty much the end I have to say about him. If he doesn't keep it going, he's going to get caught off guard, and Teofimo Lopez will just be another decent fighter we talked about, like Prince Nassim Hamed. How many of y'all remember him? Great fighter, and he got beat messing around and never was heard from again. That could be Teofimo Lopez, who's already been beat, but he's one more loss off of either a terrible loss to a great fighter or a bad loss to a fighter he shouldn't lose to, like he almost lost tonight, to being written in the history books as a fighter who could have with potential. And that's just being honest. Martin Santiago, you thought it was a draw? Yeah, I can see a draw. I mean, that knockdown in the second round, man, and that's where it is. See, now we're here, we're talking about draws and Sandor probably won. It's like, it shouldn't be this way because Teofimo should have won this fight easily. This was his showcase. He's on with top rank right now to showcase himself. He moved up to 140 pounds to showcase himself. And he made quick work his last fight, but this was supposed to be a name that everybody knew. You know, Sandor beat Mikey. He was supposed to come in and show his thing. And now here we are, like, damn, we talking about draw. Martin Santiago says it's a draw. And I can't even argue with it because it probably is a damn draw. At the end of the day, it was probably a draw. At best, I really did think Teofimo pulled it out barely. I can't argue with a draw either. I didn't think he lost. I really didn't like the way that Sandor fought that fight. Too much on the back foot, kind of how Canelo fought Triple G in their first fight. Too much on the back foot and not enough aggression. I thought Canelo won the second fight for sure because he showed the aggression, pushing the bigger fighter back. And that's something you had to do in the fight game. You had to control that ring. And that's something that I saw Teo do in this fight. He went straight to the center of the ring, kind of how Tyson Fury did against Deontay Wilder, showing ring generalship, as in, this is my ring. I own this. Everything that happens is my way. A little bit of his flash and mirrors and smoke to show the judges who is in charge. But that's all part of the game. And I thought Teo did a better job of that, getting in there, pushing him on the back foot. But I cannot argue with a draw because that drop, and technically it could have been two drops if the judge was technically sticking to the same protocol he was doing on that first drop, because it was the same as the first drop. He touched him and he fell that time. Not that it was a true knockdown in my opinion, but he touched him, he slipped, he fell down. Every time you touch the canvas, even if it's a slip and you got touched by a punch, they got to call a knockdown, right? So easily, Teo could have lost. But yes, my boy Martin, I definitely agree with that. Could have been a draw. Could have been a draw. Where does he go from now, though? I have to ask that question. Where does Teo go from here? Who's left? Because if he goes from, my opinion, after this fight, he's only left a few options because Top Rank only has a few options in that weight class. And none of them were easy. At least the ones that going to warrant us watching him on TV. The next guys are some killers. Like, if Devin moves up in weight, he's still on contract with Top Rank. I don't see him beating Devin. Boxing IQ is too much. Regis Prograis is a free agent at this point. He can come over. Plus, his check apparently didn't clear from the last little bout he did. So I know he's looking for somebody with some stable pay. Yeah, I don't see him beating Regis because Regis put hands on that boy in his last fight. Who was a tougher competitor than Tio. Where does Tio go from here? Does he take another tune up, another round? Somebody, a no name? Does he step down? Or does he go ahead and go into the fire? I personally believe he will go into the fire with a good fighter. That's just how he is. He's looking for those big payday, big fights. He already proved that with Lomachenko. Taking that on early and winning. He's got the skills to pay the bills, but he's got to stay disciplined. Got to stay disciplined. Anyways, like we said, Teofimo Lopez definitely won tonight. It's in the books. He won. A few people think it was a draw. A lot of people, I got texts earlier that they thought it was a loss for Tio. Again, our personal opinion, he won barely by a round or two. Should not have got there. He looks like food. Again, I think Devontae Tate Davis beats him up, knocks him out late. I think Regis Progress stops him early, rounds 4 or 5. I think Devin Haney boxes him out, only gives him 3 rounds. I think Shakur Stevenson can even at this point move up and outbox him, giving him maybe 3 or 4 rounds as well. Hell, at this time, I think Taylor, who we thought all lost to Jack Catterall, can possibly stop Tio if he fights the way he fought tonight. And that's just keeping the 100. Again, I'm a Tio fan. I'm just disappointed, just really disappointed how he fought tonight. And I know I'm rambling on that, and I'm gonna stop. But man, I really am disappointed. Goddamn, sit down and watch this fight tonight. Other than that, I'm still pushing for the Daniel Dubois versus Jared Anderson. He called him out tonight. Jared Anderson called Daniel Dubois out. Daniel Dubois just got dropped 3 times in his last little fight. And people calling that a little robbery, a little setup. Somebody was on the tape because they stopped that fight a little early because the dude who dropped him got in trouble. My UK friends, I need y'all to answer that. What's going on with your boy Daniel Dubois, man? I think he's about done. He's looking like food for Jared Anderson. Let the big American come over there and take him out in the UK. Let me know what y'all think about that. But if that does happen, we'll come watch that. Again, those are the main fights. Frank Martin looked good as usual. Xander Zayas fought as well. He was the third fight tonight. He went by unanimous decision. He looked good. He got challenged as a good fighter coming up as prospect moving to his contender status. Xander Zayas looked good. He's got some work, obviously, but nowhere near the work that Teofimo's got to do. Again, and then Terrence Crawford, 6-round stoppage of Avanesyan, and it was a knockout, right? So he retains his belt. I believe this is his 8th knockout in a row for the welterweight division. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, but he is now 39-0, 30 knockouts for your boy Terrence Crawford, aka I'm Mr. Ducking Spence. No, I'm joking. Don't get mad. I am a Errol Spence fan, and I like Terrence Crawford as well. They both just need to get it on and get this shit over with. I think they both want the smoke. I do think Errol Spence wins the fight, though. And I think he stops Terrence Crawford. And I'll put money on that as well. But with that said, back to Terrence Crawford, 39-0, 30 KOs, stopped your boy Avanesyan in this fight. They did say Avanesyan did a good job tonight. He had some good success. He was definitely moving in and out, but the knockout from Terrence, apparently, and we're reading here verbatim, it was from a right hook that came from a combination here. And basically, this is a true flat-out knockout. So apparently, Terrence Crawford clearly knocked out Avanesyan. This is not a stoppage from the ref. This is no corner. This is nobody throwing a towel. Avanesyan was stopped via right hook and laid out flat, Deontay Wilder style, meaning Deontay Wilder knocking out the other opponent style, as he did Dominic Brazil, flat out in the calves, and he was not getting up. And it ended early, 6 rounds. Yeah, flat knockout at the end of combination from a right hook. Terrence Crawford still undefeated, straight knockouts again. They were just warming up. They did say Avanesyan was boxing well, but they were asked at the end of the fight, now we're just reading the notes from the fight, but Terrence Crawford was asked, was he going to fight Errol Spence next? And all he said was, I'm a free agent. And that was one fight dealing with him, BLK Prime. Like we just said earlier, I think Terrence Crawford took that fight because he wanted some guarantee money. That was $10 million to get himself set up so he can get ready to go take on Errol Spence for this fight, which will be on pay-per-view because he's used to the guaranteed money, and this makes him more comfortable to fight Errol Spence with that kind of money. So I got $10 million in the bag. All right, now I can really fight you. You know what I'm saying? That says nothing about his confidence. That says something about how Terrence Crawford does business. He likes straight money. He likes guaranteed money. He likes to be set straight. Like any of us, I'll take 10 million straight. And then I'll go fight whoever. Tell me I'll fight whoever. He's just trying to take his family, take care of the bills. So he got the money now. Juneteenth will more than likely be the fight date. That same thing they did for the Charlos for the pay-per-view fight when they did that a couple years ago. Very successful for that holiday, big African American holiday. And that's a hell of a fight that should happen either in Dallas, Texas, or Atlanta, or Vegas, which means probably happen in Vegas because that's where all the big fights go, and that's where they can get the biggest bang for the buck at the gate. With that said, Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford is probably up next, as Spence has not announced a fight yet. He should go straight to the Terrence Crawford fight. I pray he does not go and fight Keith One-Time Thurman. I think that's a waste of time. I think he bodies One-Time Thurman. But we'll see. I agree with you, Hollywood. Crawford, part of me thinks he wants to fight, and then part of me, like you just said, he doesn't want it. Like his moves, his mouth's telling me he wants it. Like some things he says, certain things he acts in the camera, like he wants it. But like his certain moves, thank you. You said it right there. Hollywood said it right there. Body language. His body language is saying he doesn't want it. I hate to even say that because I think all these fighters are real fight. Like these guys, they're fighters, man. They want it. They want to get in there, and I want to believe that they all just fight whoever. I want to believe that Terrence Crawford is one of the better financial situations before he went into that kind of fight, which kind of leads into your body language statement. He ain't got that kind of confidence in himself like Errol Spence got confidence in himself, who returned from a hardcore car accident and went straight and fought all the top contenders in the welterweight division. He has bodied all of the top welterweight contenders. He has all the belts but Terrence's. And who has Terrence fought to get there? You know, in the welterweight division, mind you, his undisputed title, which is at question, wasn't the best competition. I agree, Hollywood. The body language looks suspect. I think Errol Spence wants to fight more. I think Errol Spence wins the fight because he's more dedicated. I think he's more disciplined when it comes to in the ring. I think Terrence is more disciplined outside the ring, and we'll talk about that in a different video. But in the ring, Errol's very disciplined, very strong, good fighter. He's a Texas boy. So I agree. We'll see, man. Scared. All right. Hollywood says doesn't believe he's scared. Just think he's not pressed for it. Look at Tim Bradley, Hall of Fame. They use Errol. True. Hall of Fame. See, Errol Spence was in car accident. He was in car accident today? Yeah. Oh shoot, you tripping? I ain't see that, big dog. Nah, I ain't see that, Hollywood. Hold on. I know that was an old car accident. Like this is about the same. Let me see Earl getting a car accident. Damn, bulletproof. Let me see what you're talking about, big dog. But yeah, most definitely. I think definitely, and you got to remember, Terrence is the older fighter here, so he's definitely looking for the payday. Like he's up there, bro. Like mid to late 30s, bro. I'm not trying to fight like that no more. He's trying to get a good fight in, put it all on the line. He might do one more after that. He's just trying to get paid out and get it out. But oh man. Yeah, you're right, bro. I did not see that. Thanks, Hollywood. Yeah, I just pulled it up. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, hit by underage unlicensed driver. God damn, this boy can't stay out of accident. And no injuries though. Yeah, he got the bulletproof. He got to stay in that now. Dallas be hot anyway. Trying to cash out. Yeah, bro. I think he is too. He's up there. I ain't gonna lie. Like, in the mid 30s, late 30s, bro. You start realizing your body can't do certain things it used to do. You don't recover the way you used to. You're still strong though. Like you got that strength, but that stamina gone. And I think Terrence know that. He know he only got like 2 or 3 more fights left in him. At that type of level, to fight a dude like Errol, who could fight Errol twice, and then he might try to take on a dude like, depending on how the fight goes, take on a dude like Keith One Time Thurman or Jermell Charlo. He needs to stay away from Jermell Charlo because he really get his career ended fighting with Jermell. Jermell's a dog. He ain't ready for that kind of fight. Yeah, facts. You feel me? Stay away from that boy, cause shit, Jermell's a dog. Damn, man, I didn't see that. Thanks, Hollywood, though. Yeah, most deaf. Yeah, I didn't see that. Christ, and blessings to Errol Spence, though, man, being safe. Yeah, I didn't catch that earlier. We was on here and I wasn't paying attention. Most deaf. Good. He's still good. Yeah, that's real good. Earl got to stay vigilant, man. Earl just be going through it, man. Be going through it. But that's why I give Errol Spence even more credit, man, because he been in the accidents. No matter what happens outside the ring, Earl ready to go, man. Earl's ready to go. Most deaf. But yeah, with that said, man, Terrence, late 30, he trying to cash out. I think he's still gonna show up and show out in that fight, though. He ain't gonna go out like no hoe. He gonna fight it out. He can definitely win. He's got the skills. I just think Errol just got that strength, that dog in him, man. But we'll see. I still call it June 19th. I think that's when the fight's going to happen. That's when it makes the most sense, makes the most money for these two fighters. Again, tonight was Teofimo Lopez night. Even though it really didn't turn out to be his night because he didn't do as well as he could have. He got dropped in the second round. Most definitely that dog. Yeah, man. Teo, speaking of dog, man, Teo's got to show that dog again, but he got to be like a smart dog. He got to know when to put it on. Like there's times going with that one hitter killer swing and the hits to jump in, and there's a time to back out, like set it up. You gotta lure him in, man. You gotta bait the sugar to get the put the sugar out there to get the flies or get the bees, whatever the hell they call it. To capture your prey, you gotta set it up. So, what do you say? You talking about the end when he's talking? I turned it off because I was a little mad. at him. But what'd he say, man? Let me see. Oh yeah. Yeah. Tio. Yeah. He's been saying weird shit ever since he beat Lomachenko like that. About how just asking weird stuff in the press. And I ain't gonna say asking weird stuff, saying weird stuff in the press about, hey, he can do this, he can do that, or you guys didn't believe me about this. I should walk away from that. Am I still the top? Tio, he's been on one. He's been on one since he beat Lomo. I think the Lomachenko win really hurt him more than it helped him. It helped him in the sense of his popularity. Of course, it went up, but I think it hurt him in his confidence. Being that I think he reached a pinnacle and he kind of let off. Like he reached something and then he doesn't know what to do anymore. And that was probably wrong for him because his pinnacle should have been beating these young boys with him. But we'll see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. No, I know what you're talking about with them on the side. I'm talking about he's been saying weird shit like that. I mean, whether it's on or off camera, like um, he's just he's the confidence, bro. Is his confidence, bro? Is just it took a hit after. That's crazy, right? What I'm about to say. It took a hit after winning. How do your confidence go down after winning against one of the top fighters in the game, Lomachenko? Well, it probably went down because he probably shouldn't have won that fight. He earned the win. Let's not get it wrong. But I think what we saw Lomachenko doing at the end, had that fight went any longer, he would have lost and probably got stopped because Lomachenko was pouring it on. But oh yeah, hell yeah. Kambosos took his soul with that knockdown, and then took all his belts, and then don't get it twisted. After that, like he came back, went up to 140, think he was going to do something. And that last fight wasn't all that. So yeah, Kambosos took his soul, but what even hurt him even worse is Devin. He saw what Devin Haney did to Kambosos, made it easy work. Tell me I'm lying. Devin Haney went in there and beat the hell out of the man that took your soul. So what does that make you as a man? What does that make you think? This man made him light exactly Hollywood, extra easy. So what is he gonna do to you? Like, and everybody saw Devin Haney in his last fight with the Kambosos. Devin Haney looked weight drained. He don't need to be there no more. He needs to be at 140. So you know this man's coming to 140. If not the next fight, because he's probably gonna fight Lomachenko. After Lomachenko, he's coming to your division. So yeah, I'm scared. It's like, because now you know you got to fight him. You're on the same promoter, same TV, same broadcast. It's like, bro, I can't even duck you. What am I gonna do? Yeah, Regis a bad boy. Regis bad. That's what we were saying earlier. I think Regis stops him. He can only go up from here. He can go to welterweight. He can go up to welterweight and fight a couple low levels, saying that he's introduced himself, get a couple more fights, and then get his ass beat because he ain't beat nobody at welterweight. No top contenders. He ain't beat no top contenders. I tell you that right now. Not the way he fighting right now. He ain't beat no top contenders. Get his ass beat. I'll tell you what. Big payday. Now I'll actually watch this motherfucker. It'll be a circus. Adrien Broner. He can fight Adrien Broner. Yep. You already knew. Adrien Broner, bro. He can fight Adrien Broner all day. And he might win that motherfucker because Adrien Broner don't let his hands go. So now he get caught right. Adrien Broner knock his ass out, but that would actually be a damn good fight. That'd be a circus. That'd be a good little fight, bro. Oh, you wrong. Right in front. He ain't gonna fight no Rolly, bro. He ain't gonna fight no Rolly. He ain't gonna fight no Rolly. I'll watch it though. I'm here for it. I'll watch. It will be big. I will watch it though. There'll be a circus, bro. Rolly. First of all, Rolly and Adrien alone will be crazy. Adrien and Rolly alone will be crazy. Hella build up, just because they're gonna talk shit. Rolly might actually beat Adrien because he don't throw enough hands. It might get caught. But let's say Adrien knocks him out with a counter the same way that Tank did. Let's just say hypothetically knocks him out clean. Yeah, he got that daddy stomach. Got the dad bod. Adrien ain't looking. But AB, to his credit, he's always had that stomach in and out, and he usually tightens up for fight camp. But that's why he's always tired, because his camp's usually fat camp. He's usually trying to do his weight, get in shape, and when he gets there, he look good, but he's tired. But let's say AB beats him, knocks out Rolly the same way Tank did, clean. Teofimo versus AB will be a circus because they're gonna talk. I think Teofimo probably beats him just because of volume. I don't think either one of them get knocked out. AB just doesn't throw his hands, man. He got to throw him more. I mean, Marcos Maidana took AB's soul. Speaking of anybody took somebody's soul, he took that boy like Mortal Kombat. Took that boy's soul straight out of his chest. But AB ain't been right since. But we'll see, man. I like it. I actually like that fight though. Him and AB, bro. I actually watched that. The only other thing I can watch, I could see it, but it will never happen. Tank versus AB. Just because they're in the same kind of stable. And both had a little beef here and there, but it would be that would be even crazier. AB makes hella money. He gets paid now. You can't hate on that. AB gets paid. Like, he steps in the fight. People watching. He don't throw his hands, but people watching. Most definitely. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, you're right. I think he felt, like I said, I think Marcos Maidana took AB's soul and took his confidence that he knew he can get touched, he can get knocked out, and it'll be over. You know what I'm saying? He knew, like you said, if AB gets knocked out, he knows it's a wrap. He probably got one more good fight left in him after that knockout, but because everybody got a good fight in him after knockout. Knockout should not end your career. I mean, for prime example, Deontay Wilder's career, to me, is just getting started. He got knocked out twice, clean. I think Tyson Fury is who he is. He's a bigger guy and a little shady in the way he fights sometimes, but he definitely knocked him out fair and square. And I think Deontay Wilder just getting started. Like, he's just coming back and getting right. I think he's going to learn from them knockouts. AB, the way he talks, he get knocked out, it's going to be rough. He got one more probably come back on. Teofimo's probably another fight away from getting his ass knocked out with the wrong fight. But he'll have another fight after that if he gets knocked out. Again, he needs to stay away from Regis Prograis for sure. And probably needs to stay away from Devin. Devin's gonna embarrass his ass. Shakur might even come up and beat this boy at this point. Yeah, I heard AB's gonna fight Regis Pro because they're on the same network. Both free agents trying to get on the BOK Prime. That'd be a good fight. And speaking of AB getting his ass knocked out, that would be it. That would be it. Regis Prograis. That would be it. Him versus Regis Prograis 2023. They'll probably do it. No, AB's got to get a fight in. So it'll probably be summertime as well, right after the Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford fight. Hopefully Errol Spence does not take on Keith One-Time Thurman. I do not want to see that shit. We already know how that's going to go. Yeah, I saw that 3-fight deal for 12 months. He's got to get it in. It's either 1 year or a 3-fight deal for him. He means it's probably going to be a 1-year fight. He ain't going to do 3 fights. AB ain't fought 3 years and 10 years, hell. Nah, he need to get that tune-up. He need to get that tune-up real quick and go ahead straight into the Progress fight because that 3rd fight ain't going to happen. He ain't going to get that 3rd fight in. Heck no. Heck nah. But I still say it though, man. I'm still call for it because tonight Jared Anderson did it. I want to see the Jared Anderson versus Daniel Dubois fight in the UK. He called him out. That's the perfect fight. They both on the same broadcast. I'm calling it first. I'm gonna do a first take. If you haven't watched the other first takes that we had, they popping right now. I'm gonna do a first take on Daniel Dubois versus Jared Anderson. He did call out Frank as well, but I don't want to see Frank, man. Frank, I think he beat the hell out of Frank. Hell, I think he beat the hell out of Daniel Dubois too. I think he stopped the shit out of him. But I think the Daniel Dubois fight versus Jared Anderson in the UK is just such a bigger fight, whereas Frank is unknown. I would take Frank after I beat Daniel Dubois to get my name buzzing, get that name popping, and then come on and take over. Go ahead and knock out Frank. And well, honestly, he probably won't knock out Frank Sanchez because he's too good of a boxer. Good defense, but he would definitely put in some good work on him. Too much energy, young fighter, young bull. So I'd rather see get his name popping because I think he's the next thing for the U.S. as far as heavyweights. Let Jared, he's got the size, he's got the power, and he's got the entertainment factor. You saw how he came out tonight in his little Apollo Creed looking shit, blue dressed out, and he put in work, put the boy down in 2 rounds. And the boy's nasty. He's a dog. He's a true fighter. And we calling it now, man. I want to see that, man. Daniel Dubois versus Jared Anderson. It will have to be that way because Daniel Dubois will be the bigger name if they fight in the UK. And it'll be over there, big fans, get that good stadium vibe. The only thing I can see going wrong is Jared Anderson getting a little nervous because of the crowds in the UK. They are big. When you over there, man, it's a different story. I've been over there for different things, and UK, man, they show up. I went to the first Wilder fight when the UK came over to LA to the Staples Center. They took over that thing. You thought you was in the UK when you walked in the Staples Center. So you hope in that type of fight that he doesn't get overwhelmed by seeing these fans because they show up, show out, man. And I think it'll be a good experience for him. It'll make a big name for himself. It'll put him on that next pedestal to be a contender. I like to see that for himself, and then go take on a guy like Frank Sanchez, who I think is a top-notch contender in the heavyweight division, who actually probably won't want to take on Jared Anderson because he knows where he's at in the division and he wants to take on the next step as a contender, as somebody with a belt, and not take on Jared Anderson, who is a threat. But Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dubois he's high in the rankings. He shouldn't be, but he's high because he's popular. He's high because he's popular. Because y'all, everybody forget Joe Joyce beat that boy down. Joe Joyce is a problem in the heavyweight division. He's slow as shit, but he is a problem in the heavyweight division because his chin and he's got good power. And he just keeps going. He's really a juggernaut, like he says he is. When you can't stop him, you got that power. He's slow. If you can stay away from him, you can just outbox him because you ain't gonna stop him. If you can do that, it's a tough night, man. But Joe Joyce is a real problem to me. He's really the boogeyman of the heavyweight division in the sense that not that people are afraid to fight him and get knocked out. They're afraid to just beat him or try him because his chin is so ridiculous. His power is respectable. I think he is more problems for Fury than anybody because Fury's legs aren't as good as they used to be as his movement. Fury had to go back to the old Fury to beat Joe Joyce, meaning feint, box, jab, move around to beat Joe Joyce. He ain't beating Joe Joyce the way he beat Wilder. He ain't beating Joe Joyce the way he beat White, overpowering him, being the bigger guy. Joe Joyce will beat the dog shit out of Tyson Fury if he tries to man on him, like heavyweight on him. He's got to move. Joe Joyce, he's big himself. Chin's too strong. That those punches ain't gonna work. He ain't stopping him like he did Chisora and White. First of all, them two had stamina problems, chin problems at that. You know, Dylan White is definitely chinny to the uppercut. So Joe Joyce is a problem for Tyson Fury if Tyson Fury fights the way he's been fighting underneath Sugar Hill. He would have to go back to old Tyson Fury, how he beat Vladimir Klitschko to beat Joe Joyce. And it'll be a boring ass fight if he goes that way. If he wants to make it interesting, he'll probably lose. He won't get knocked out because Tyson Fury's already shown that he's a hell of a chin himself. And more importantly, Tyson Fury's actually got a hell of a heart. And probably's got the biggest heart in the heavyweight division, meaning he's crazy. And you're going to have to pretty much nail him to the ground to beat him. Yeah. Well, with that said, guys, shoot, it's 12:40 here Central Time. Definitely appreciate all you guys for tuning in. So again, apologize for the first podcast going down the way it did with the mic going down, but definitely hopping in. This was our thoughts tonight. Teofimo Lopez won a gifted decision, split decision against Sandor Martin. Jared Anderson definitely won by knockout. Second round, he needs to be fighting Daniel Dubois, in our opinion, or taking on Frank Sanchez. Then you've got Xander Zayas won. He's moving up, good contender. And then Terrence Crawford knocked out Avanesyan, 6th round, vicious KO, right hook. Errol Spence needs to be next. Please do not have. Please do not have Keith One-Time Thurman fight Errol Spence before Terrence Crawford, please. We're hoping Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence on Juneteenth. Again, hit that like button, subscribe. It's your boy Casual with the Silent Podcast. We thank you for tuning in on this impromptu live that we had tonight for the live fight and as well as the afterthoughts. And again, he said, who you like in the David fight? Which David fight? Oh, Plant, David Benavidez and Plant, they all been dead a while. I got man, I love both fighters. I got, if it goes to decision, I hate to even do it this way, but right now, because I am making a first look video for the Plant versus Benavidez fight, and I'll put that out this week. But I'll go ahead and give you our decision. If it goes to the cards, it's Plant. Plant will win by a couple rounds, 3 or 4. If anybody gets a knockout, it will be Benavidez, and it would happen in rounds 9 through 11. And the only reason I say that is because he'll get it by his volume. Benavidez is a volume puncher. He pressures, and Plant does get tired a little late in the rounds, the same way he lost to Canelo, and that's how he got stopped by Canelo. It's more about fatigue, and he got caught with a good shot. I can see that happening with David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant, and Caleb getting caught late. With that said, that's my decision. So if it's a stoppage, it's David. If it's a decision, it's Caleb. I say Caleb wins. Decision is the more likely thing to happen. Yeah, most definitely. That pressure got to Plant, and it wore him out. I think if he stays smart, Plant will win. He will win. He'll win. He's got to stay smart, though. He can't let that pressure get to him. If he does, and then David's got him, man. Most def. You saw that vicious knockout he got with Errol. Put that boy vicious left, and no one paid attention. He was doing that all night. Left to the body, left hook upstairs. Boom. He a dog. Like, exactly. He doesn't give up. And people be playing Caleb Plant. Like, I don't know why they think he's soft. I don't get it why. Because, maybe he looks nice, looks like a nice guy. Caleb Plant is vicious. He does not play about this boxing shit. Like, he dedicated his life to this. He's lost his daughter during his boxing campaign and career. Like, he did all that and dedicated all that to his daughter. He dedicated his family. Like, the dude is a good guy. He means, like, this sport means so much to him. I don't know why people think he's sweet. I know his hands, sweet hands, Caleb Plant, but the boy is vicious, and he means this. Like, this boxing shit is real to him. And David Benavidez better be careful messing with Caleb Plant, because they already got bad blood. And I already said that, go by decision, but he get caught right, Caleb Plant will probably try to put him out of there too. Again, I got Caleb Plant. If you ask me for my final decision on that, it's Caleb Plant via decision. But I won't be surprised if David gets in there with that pressure and wins either. Yep. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna drop that first look video. Like I said, we've been moving around, haven't dropped the video in a couple weeks, so we're gonna overflow y'all this week with a couple of videos. With that, we're gonna have the David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant look. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Daniel Dubois versus Jared Anderson look. I already got the Lomachenko versus Devin Dream Haney. And then we got a question to the fans about pay-per-view, having to bring the pay-per-views back for boxing. How do we get this thing started back up? How do we get the right fights back for boxing? And it's not copying the UFC style at all. So most definitely, bro. I appreciate it, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. We're gonna keep growing and going, bro. Like, that's what we do. We do it for fun. We just hang out, go for the fights. Like I said, we're gonna try to bring out a live fights too once this next year comes, and actually go and travel and get you the behind the scenes things, bro. So definitely any likes, any subscribes, bro. We appreciate it. Definitely appreciate kicking you with you tonight, Hollywood. Definitely good conversation back and forth. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you most definitely. Which one? You going to the Garcia one? Him and Hector? Yeah. Okay, bet. Yeah, Boots, man. Boots might be the best thing that's happened to the welterweight division coming soon too. And I'll say it now: neither Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford want anything to do with Boots Ennis, man. Boots is a dog. He's a problem. Problem. And they both better cash out before he makes himself mandatory. But yeah, you should have fun at that one though. We were thinking about that one, going up there to see that. Actually, we still might be able to pull that off. I might see y'all up there, bro, if we go up there. But that's a hell of a fight card. He's got everybody on there. Hell, he's even got Boo Boo Andre on there for the undercard. Yep. That's gonna be a good card, bro. There's no reason that pay-per-view shouldn't do well, because the undercard itself matches the main event, and people playing on Hector. Hector, he beat Lil B-Hop down. So, yep, Sheedy Ellis up in there. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Yeah, I might have to swing that one, because it's not far. DC ain't far. We're off in Tennessee, so I might have to swing it. Oh, that's not bad at all. 300. That's a good price, especially for that kind of fight when the whole event is a real event. That's a real good. It ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Real talk. Of course, Philly for y'all right down the street. Yeah, that ain't nothing. 2 hours. That ain't nothing at all. This thing keep popping up. Devin Haney, his ass is grass. Oh my goodness. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Floor seats, 1,500. Oh, yeah, I've been in a lot of more. The floor seats started at like 3. Especially some of them tank fights be starting. Like the one he had in Atlanta, they were taxing. It was good. It was still good event, but they were taxing for that joint. But yeah, definitely have fun up there, bro, man. And like I said, yeah, definitely appreciate the love tonight. Definitely appreciate the conversation. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. We're going to go ahead and hit it. Go to sleep. Get ready for tomorrow. We're going to start posting more videos tomorrow. But again, let's push these fights. I want to see Daniel Dubois versus Jared Ennis. I'm going to keep saying that shit over and over. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Teofimo Lopez is going to get his ass beat by Devin Haney or Regis Prograis, whoever's next. He needs to tighten up. He's a good fighter. I love him, but tighten up. Anyways, guys, we appreciate your love tonight. Hit that like button and subscribe. It's your boy Casual Real, Silent A Podcast. We're pushing forward. The casual's always taking over. Until next time, see you guys. Salute.